Welcome to the Windy City Rundown. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another great episode of the Winning City Rundown. I am Eric Avila. That is Jose Contreras. And right before the show starts, guys, I just want to show out a quick plug. I got a shirt on today. It says "Only Losers Quit." It's from my boy Mario. Him and his son are starting a business about just t-shirts, wristbands. I got one too as well. I got a wristband that says "Only Losers Quit." Check them out, onlylosersquit.com. That's their little brand. Him and his son are doing a little side business for them. So go ahead, go support. Got good t-shirts, decent quality, like I said, wristbands, all that good stuff. So quick shout out to my boy Mario and his kid. Do it with the doing what he's doing, the side business. Like I said, onlylosersquit.com. Keep going. Jose, what's up, dude?
What's up, Eric? Only losers quit, huh?
Yeah, only losers quit. Just like our losers, the Chicago Bears did on Sunday, bro. Isn't that a great segue? Look at that. That's why they paid me the big bucks. Jose, that was bad, bro. That was horrible. I mean, if you stood and watched the whole entire game, kudos to you, Jose. But man, dude, I don't even know.
What? Hell no.
I don't even know where to start. I mean, there is one place to start.
I feel I couldn't even tell you what happened. I didn't watch the whole game. If there's one person who shouldn't be talking about the Bears game, it's me. I legitimately don't know what happened after the second half.
Well, let me put you on game one half. The Bears got torched, demolished.
After the third quarter, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, dude, they got torched, demolished, got their ass beat. I mean, it was just a straight ass whooping at the end of the day. I felt like Stone Cold Steve Austin just opened up a can of whoop ass. Not only one, not two beers, not three beers, not four, but 5, 6, 7. That just kept on going and going and going. And honestly, it just felt like it was just a statement from the Detroit Lions after the debacle they had the week prior against the Green Bay Packers, getting their ass beat by them. It only felt right, and it just only felt like it was the only way that the Detroit Lions would have to get everybody's, off their back about them not performing because of the people that they lost during the offseason. Not only just the coaches, but players too as well. And yeah, they came out and they, unfortunately, the Chicago Bears were on that end of the stick, bro, where we just got our asses handed to them by them. And it was just bad overall, bad defense, and more injuries to the defense. The two guys that came back in Jalen Johnson, TJ Edwards, both got hurt in the same injuries that they came back from. And it was just downhill from there, Jose.
Yeah. I think it was a revenge game for sure. The Lions ran it up on the Bears. All week, all offseason, they were talking about how their offense was going to look without Ben Johnson, as if Ben Johnson was the end all be all there. It's like I said, they have a good team. They have talented players. They have a head coach who's been there. He knows what he's doing up there. So it's like, it just wasn't surprising to me that the Lions, won. But what's surprising is how they won. Is how much they won by. Is the fashion that they won. They legitimately murdered the Chicago Bears. It wasn't even a fight. And I don't know, Eric, after watching last week and how the Bears played against the Vikings, you would think they would have responded in a way where, I don't know, at least they had some type of pride, man, and you didn't see any of it. If not, you've seen the complete opposite, and it's just, it's mind-boggling, honestly.
100%, dude. And then it felt like if we were to probably bet on anything on the Chicago Bears outside of player props, outside of, win total losses, outside of all of that, I don't think the Bears getting a 50 burger dropped on them was going to be in our bingo card. I didn't see it. Definitely for sure. You didn't see it. Like, it was just, we just originally thought that it was just going to be, obviously a transition period, but not like this. Not like how the Bears went out on Sunday and just displayed to the, to whatever region, to the whole NFL. Like, that was the Chicago Bears getting ran up on a 50 burger on a team that struggled the week prior offensively.
Yeah, dude. Um, I don't know what to say. Honestly, it's there's a lot there's a lot of reasons why they look like the way they looked. To be honest, I don't know. You can't really put so much blame on Ben Johnson because it's like this team he inherited. Um, but the one thing I do question, Eric, is are some of these guys the guys? You know what I mean? Like are some of these guys deserve to be here?
Yeah.
Are some of the picks and draft picks and players that Ryan Poles brought in are they even worth
Mm-hmm.
having on this team? Which sucks because it seems like we spent so much money on a lot of these players, and the fact that a lot of these players are basically non-factors in the games is crazy. I mean, aside from Roma Dunze, it's like who's out there? Like, why did you draft Loveland? Why did you draft Burden for if you're not going to use them?
100%.
DJ Moore, like, why doesn't him and Caleb Williams have the chemistry that he and Justin Fields had? It's like Cole Kmet. What's going on with him? Why is he even on this? Why is he even on the roster if you're not going to use him? You drafted as replacement. Like, what's going on here? And I like
his replacement can't even get a catch.
I like Cole Kmet. I'm not saying here's like down in the guy. I'm just kind of like I'm just realizing like I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Offensive line. You spend so much money on it, and they just can't stop getting penalized. I don't know. Defense, like the fuck you bring in Montez Sweat for if he's not going to do anything? Jalen Johnson just got hurt again. Mm-hmm. Like all these, like this defense is trash, man. It's bad. It's beyond bad. I don't know how we're going to compete at all this year.
Yeah, dude, and it's again, you're absolutely right. It just the one thing I would say, Jose, is that there's two things that I wanted to do when we started this podcast, Jose, and one was to give you guys facts and to be wrong. And what I mean by being wrong is like, well, my predictions when I'm negative being wrong, I want to be wrong on that aspect. I want to be wrong that how I feel is not going to feel. For example, the Cubs. What did I say? I said the Cubs didn't look like an 84+ win team this year. They're going to eclipse that. And I was wrong. But also I was right at the same time because I don't think that team is still good enough to even go as far into the World Series, compete for the World Series, so on and so forth. But I'll take my L's when I take it. And I was wrong on that aspect. For the Chicago Bears, bro, like I wanted to be wrong about the defense. And I told you right before the season started that I don't trust this defense. The defense is too light for me. This defense is not that good for me. This defense is lacking a lot up front. And to be quite completely honest, like we were all head over heels thinking that Michael Parsons, trading for Michael Parsons, getting Trey Henderson, that was the talking point all offseason long, just to get another defensive end to go opposite of Montez Sweat. Instead, we went Dio Dangbo from the Colts, who was a backup for the Colts. Still didn't even do anything about the defensive end line. Hell, Jadeveon Clowney was still in the streets. Like it's a name, but it's still a person that can get to the quarterback, or at least helps you get to the quarterback, right? He just signed with the Cowboys, just the other day. The Bears could have gotten for just to at least somewhat help that defensive line, bro. We still got nothing. There is nothing on this team. Like it's just one of those situations. Jose is just like, what are the Bears doing? What are they thinking? Like do they even care? You know what I mean? Like, do they want to help Ben Johnson? Like, I just feel like right now with the Chicago Bears, there are too many chefs and not a lot of cooks.
No, I don't know, man, because Ben Johnson came out and said that he's gonna see they're gonna have a competition, at practice. They're gonna see who wants to be here, who wants to play, practice hard, who wants more playing, like more opportunities with the ball. Like, what does that mean? Like,
yeah,
so no. I get what he's trying to say. I get what he's coming. I get what he's trying to accomplish, and I get what he's saying. But what are you really saying, Ben Johnson? Are you saying that there's guys on the team who aren't trying? There's guys on the team who gave up, who shouldn't be wearing the shirt Eric is wearing.
Free plug.
Like what's going on here? If you're saying that, then why are they on the team? Why are they getting paid? Like, this is what I don't understand.
No, 100%, dude. And And to be completely honest, man, there's still a lot of Eberflus / Ryan. No, well, just not Matt Eberflus, Matt Nagy stench, but a lot of Matt Eberflus stench. A lot of negativity on that side, bro. Because remember, the last 2 years have been just a disaster for the Chicago Bears. And not only that, like all these guys, all these players that have been here are all accustomed to one form, and that's losing. I don't think nobody's really, and it's hard to create a culture when there was never a culture to be built in the first place, or there was never a culture. Like people are just coming in, you know, just coming in and just to play football, just to collect the check. There's like no standards set. There's nothing to be nothing at that point, man. And it's just one of those situations, man, where it's frustrating to see. And yes, we trust Ben Johnson doing the right thing. What's up, Tony? Tony's like, yeah. My guy, long time no see. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for joining.
What's up, Tony?
Um, but it's just frustrating because it's going to take a lot of work to fix this team, and I feel bad for Dennis Allen because Dennis Allen has no talent on that defensive side.
None. No talent whatsoever. It's like, I get it. Ben Johnson was an offensive coordinator. He came in, he wanted offensive players. But man, you are not going to be able to compete. Your offense isn't going to be able to do a thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe they can. I don't know. Like, but at the very least, compete offensively. If you know the Bears defensively are not good, did we not see what the Giants and Cowboys did? Like their defenses got torched, but at least offensively it was a shootout. Be that team. I don't care. I would rather see the Bears give up a lot of points, but put up a lot of points than to see what we just saw and where them getting beat literally in all aspects of the game. Like, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, but the difference between I don't know if I'm making an excuse right now what I'm about to say, but the difference between the Cowboys and the Giants is the fact that they have two capable quarterbacks that's been there and done that for multiple years under however many coordinators they have been through, but at least they know the game and they understand the game where they can read an offense from a new playbook. A lot interesting. Caleb Williams, this is his third offensive coordinator in 2 years. Hell, if you want to even go back to college, shit, 4 offensive coordinators in 3 years. Like that is not a recipe for success whatsoever. And you could say this and that, this and that, this and that, but at the end of the day, like we're still somewhat failing that kid to become successful in the NFL. But at least on the offensive side of the ball, Jose, I'm okay. I'm patient. And Tony, he said he wants his Hooters. You know what? Yes, I owe you guys Hooters. We're gonna think of a day for all of us to hang out outside of the podcast. I owe you guys Hooters because of the bet that we created before the baseball season started.
Go Cubs, go baby!
Go Cubs, go! But yeah, they're gonna be okay. Be patient. Yes, they're gonna be okay on the offensive side of the ball. I believe that 110%. Tony, like, don't get me wrong, dude. Like, I have no worries about the offense. Caleb Williams is doing the best he can on a new offense with another head coach, with another new offense, with another play caller, all this with some new weapons. I mean, think about it. Jose, the line has 3 new weapons, the 2 guards in the center, right? And Braxton Jones are the only 2 that have been starting for the Chicago Bears ever from last year. It's a learning curve. I understand that. But on the defense side of the ball, there's no learning curve. That's a lack of talent, and talent that they don't have, and talent that should have been brought in from our GM via draft, via free agency, via trades. And yet he has time and time again neglected on getting a pass rusher in any of those circumstances.
It doesn't matter. How do we even trust him to getting the right guy? This guy has been here 4 years now. This is his 4th year.
4 years. Yeah.
How many Pro Bowlers has he found us? How many? I'll answer that for you. 0. There has been.
I was going to say 0 because I didn't think about it.
Drafted by Ryan Poles. Let's talk about his predecessor, Ryan Pace. He at least had 7. At least.
Yeah.
Poles has had 0. Nothing.
Yeah. And the one thing about Ryan Pace, though, that he had was he was willing to gamble. You know what I mean? I mean, he pulled off the trade for Khalil Mack. Um, he pulled off shit. I mean, he pulled off drafting Mitchell Trubisky over Watson and Mahomes, right? He was at least willing to gamble on that part, gamble on Matt Nagy and everything that he could have. You know, got veteran leadership in the back end on the defense side of the ball. You know, he got him Allen Robinson. You know, just got him a guy who was fresh off a torn ACL and a free agent, and he got Mitchell Trubisky, a wide receiver number 1. And you're right, he did produce 7 Pro Bowlers. Now it's just we wanted a rebuild. We got a rebuild. And I feel like we still haven't begun the rebuild, or we began to put up the studs for this rebuild.
This is the 4th year of the rebuild. There should be pieces in place that at the very least we should be proud of. There's nothing on 100%. Defense there. There's nothing on defense there. And offensively, you draft all these people offensively in the first, 2 or 3 rounds, and they're non-factors. Trapillo didn't play.
Were they drafted?
Trapillo didn't play. Lovin didn't do nothing.
Nope.
Luther Bird in the 3rd didn't do anything. You already had wide receivers, established wide receivers. What are you doing with Burden? Why draft him then? You could have used that for a defensive player then, if that's the case. I'm not saying Burden is a bust. I'm not saying Burden is a bad player. I'm just saying, what are you using him for? What did you get him that high for if you're not going to use him? That's what's frustrating to me, is that there's like, even with new leadership, it seems like there's no lack of leadership anywhere. It's typical Bears.
Typical Bears.
This Bears reminds me of the what's his name? The Mark Trestman Bears when we were getting 50 piece back to back by the Packers and Patriots.
Now that one was more of a debacle. That one was just, they had the talent, they had the players, they just lost the whole locker room. This one's yes, it's a 50 piece, but it's a 50 piece that's completely different because they don't have that talent, or they don't have talent.
But Eric, look at the last 2 games. The last 2 games, the Bears deferred so that they can get the ball back.
Oh yeah, they didn't do shit coming back in the halftime.
And what do they do with it each time? 3 Nothing. And out. Not a damn thing. What are you telling your players, Ben Johnson? After the Lions literally scored in 6 seconds. Literally scored with 6 seconds left to end the half. You had anything you could have said to the Bears. Hey, we need to come out. We need to blah, 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 blah. And they didn't execute at all. You come out flat. And then after that, there was no fight in you. Nothing. Your defense couldn't do shit. And then offensively, you couldn't do shit. It's like, bro. And I get it. I'm not blaming it all on Ben Johnson. But I am blaming it on, there has to be a correlation between him and the players. There's something missing there. There's something missing. If it's either the players or it's his communication or message to the players, it's just not working. Now, I'm not sitting here saying get rid of Ben Johnson. I'm sitting here telling you, Ben Johnson, if these players aren't the players, then get rid of them.
Yeah, but then who are you going to replace them with?
I put all my faith in you.
That's the other question.
Figure it out, man. That's what. But and that's the frustrating part, is he can't sit here and replace anybody. It's Ryan Poles' job, and he's showing us the last 4 years he can't pick anybody. He can't. It's like, okay, you can make maneuvers and get in the first round, like get number 1 pick back-to-back years, but then what?
Yeah. Jose, let's go real quick. You just want to run down his draft class, Ryan Poles' draft class?
Yeah.
So let's go back in 2022, his first draft class. He didn't have a first round because I think this is the one that he traded away for DJ Moore, I believe. I think this is the one. I don't remember. But his first 2 picks, Kyle Gordon, Jaquan Brisker. Decent players, right? When healthy. His next 2 picks, offensive players. Velus Jones Jr., his first offensive player, wide receiver, no longer on the team. And a 5th round pick in Braxton Jones, who's, well, okay, I guess. Same 5th round, Dominic Robinson, defensive end, nowhere to be seen. Zachary Thomas, nowhere to be seen. Tristan Ebner, nowhere to be seen. Zub Kramer, no longer here. Jatrier Carter, no longer here. Elijah Hicks, no longer here. A punter, Trenton Gill, no longer here. That's 22. This one a little bit. Look, it's then the 23 was Darnell Wright, Javon Dexter, Tyreek Stevenson, Zach Pickens, Roshan Johnson, Tyler Scott, Noah Sewell, Terrell Smith no longer here, Travis Bell no longer here, Kendall Wilson no longer here. 24, Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze, Karan Amagaji, Torrey Taylor, Austin
Who's a
Booker.
non-factor? Who doesn't do anything? What do you have him for?
Right.
The offensive linemen that you drafted in the third round each year aren't even playing. Don't even seem like they're good enough to play. And you were an offensive lineman, Ryan Poles.
Yeah. And then this year, Jose, this year's draft pick running real quick. Colson Loveland, Luthen Burden, the third, Ozzie Trapillo, Shamir Turner, Ruben Hippolyte, Zach Frazier, Luke Newman, Kyle Monungai. Those are his picks. What's up, CP? CP says Braxton is not the answer at left tackle. I'm sorry. 100%. But apparently, CP, Darnell Wright can play the both right tackle and left tackle. And Ozzie Trapillo, who they drafted as a right tackle, wants him at the right as a right tackle. They want him at the left tackle. He can't play left tackle. So now we have this whole back and forth of not understanding and not knowing what you have in front of you from not drafting the people that are supposed to be drafted in their same positions, right? Tony goes like, okay, I get it, but where's the coaching? This is where coaching comes in on defense. You know what, Tony, great. And I think you and I can kind of almost have this conversation a little bit because, you know, I've seen you throughout the years helping coaching these kids and stuff like that, growing up to be not only, you know, good soccer players, but decent human beings too as well. But sometimes, Tony, you understand that there has to be some type of talent on that team in order for everything to work perfectly or work in unison.
But hold on, Eric. To Tony's point, I don't think this defense is that different from last year's defense. So why did Eberflus's defense look better than this defense?
Well, first of all, he had Kyle Gordon, Jaquan Brisker, Jalen Johnson, TJ Edwards. Everybody's all healthy. That's one. Right? Two, it's still the same problem. They couldn't get to the quarterback with those same players that they got. Even when we had,
I agree with. Yeah,
we got Grady.
They weren't getting 50 piece.
No, they weren't getting 50 piece. But also at the same time, that 50 piece, when you don't have your number one and your number two cornerback in the secondary, and you see everybody just getting ran past by them, bro. That says a lot. And the play that Jalen Johnson got hurt, you see him. He's a difference maker. You see him go and cut off that pass when he got hurt. When you saw Tyreek Stevenson do that with Amon-Ra St. Brown, he got torched every single time. There's a difference. Like, yes, it's the same players, but it's a different atmosphere. It's a different setting. And when you don't have your two best cornerbacks, when you don't have one of your middle linebackers, and you have Noah Sewell running and trying to catch who was it? Jahmyr Gibbs on a wheel route, getting burnt on a touchdown. That says a lot. TJ Edwards may not have that much speed, but it's more effective that won't happen or the touchdown won't happen because of a better player on that side of the ball. Is CP trying to join us?
I think so, but I don't see him. I don't see his camera, so I think we're not allowed to put him on until the device is not connected. I'm not sure what's going on there.
I don't know what's going on here. Add to stage.
There he goes.
Add him to stage. CP, can you hear us? What's up, CP? There he is. What's up, my guy?
Your mic is off, CP.
Your mic is off, my guy.
Can you hear?
Yep. There you go. Yep.
You're in and out, but we hear you loud and clear. What's up, CP? How are you, bro?
I'm good, man. How y'all doing? I'm just as hurt as y'all is, man. It's been a long week. That Sunday ass whooping. That's what's making it a longer week. Is that ass whooping we took on Sunday?
110%, dude. It was just not a pretty. It was just not a pretty sight to see. And I don't want to say I saw it coming, but I did see like a Lions upgrade in their performance, or at least have a decent performance, but not a 50 burger, not a 50 piece. I did not see that one coming.
When's the last time the Bears defense allowed 50 to be put up on them, bro?
Mark Trestman.
Was it Trestman?
I don't know. I don't know if it was the last time, but that's the last time you remember.
Here, you guys have the conversation, and I'll look it up.
That was the last time you felt this depleted when after getting 50 piece was when it went back to back with the Packers and Patriots during the Mark Trestman era. Like, I don't know. It just CP. Like, tell me if I'm wrong. Like, look, last year was just such a crazy year that this year should have been better, and it almost seems just as bad, man.
But like you would have thought, because I mean, we added. So do we not bring back all the same pieces on defense from last year, just with a few more added pieces? Like, did we?
That's what I said.
Like, there were a lot of games last year where the Bears defense is what kept them in those games. While Caleb Williams was trying to figure everything out, the Bears defense was the one thing we was like, okay, Caleb is going through it. He's still figuring things out as a rookie, but we got this defense that's going to keep us in some of these games. And that was the case. And to see something like that, and I think that end of that Vikings game was a sign of worse to come. Like, the way that game ended, you could just feel like something's wrong and something's going to get even worse. Yeah. And it showed in that Lions game.
It carried over. It legitimately carried over. Like, nothing was done from that Monday night to this Sunday, this past Sunday afternoon. Nothing was like it was literally like they just came from that game. It literally carried over. There was no adjustments, no nothing. Caleb looked the same as he did, where he started off pretty good, started off hot, and then just fizzled out. I don't understand why. I don't get it. Like, what are you like? I think Tony said there has to be some coaching there to keep this at least the offense going, man. But they're flat. Like, he's either overthrowing or missing targets, or maybe guys aren't really, giving the extra hustle. I don't know, man. But it's off. There's something really off about this team right now.
The last time the Bears got scored 50 points on them was against the New England Patriots.
So what?
Right, that's the game I remember. Yeah, was Jay Cutler the quarterback? That
Jay Cutler was the quarterback. That was the last year of Mark Trestman.
Yeah, that was the last thing. Yeah, I remember that game. I remember Brady coming in there and just. Yeah, that was in 2012, right? Yeah. That was the last time, bro. That's been 13 years. That just doesn't happen to a Chicago defense. That's been our identity for decades, and for that to happen that way,
and that was back to back that year. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers did the same thing to us the week before.
Prior.
Mm-hmm. And we got what, the Cowboys next?
We got the Cowboys next.
I mean, they put up a lot of points against the Giants. You don't think that's gonna happen to us?
100%.
Right, but I mean, they did let the Giants put up 37. So, hey. I don't know what to expect from this game, but like, looking at these first two games, and the schedule is only going to get so much harder. You still got the Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers on there. Although the Steelers didn't look that hot this past weekend, but like that, the Bears got a tough ass schedule, bro. Not to mention you got to play Green Bay. We see how Green Bay looks, bro. They look like the best team in the league.
Facts.
We still got to play them twice. So,
yep.
I know we only 2 games in. I know it's kind of early, but I'm sorry. I'm not thinking about playoffs at all.
Playoffs? The fuck?
Right. Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we go win a game.
Shit. And where can we even find that fucking game where we could win? That's the crazier question that is just hard. That is just legitimate right now. Like, where can the Bears find a win?
I heard somebody say the Raiders. Shit, they look good against the Patriots.
I mean, with this defense,
they didn't look that good yesterday, but
I mean, yeah. Hey, Jim Harbaugh's tough, man. Jim Harbaugh's defense. You saw what he did to the Chiefs, man. He's tough.
And you still got Pete Carroll and Geno Smith running that.
You saw what the Lions running backs did to us. You saw Aaron Jones don't got a bone left in his body that's healthy, he still found a way to score on the Bears. I can't imagine what Genty might do to him.
I think
right, and then we faced the Saints this year, but the Saints look like they're a try-hard team. They're gonna sit there.
I'm sorry, you have to beat the Saints, bro. You have to beat the Saints.
I
don't know, bro. I think I'm gonna start trading for everybody's backup running back for fantasy to play against the Bears this week, bro, or for the whole entire season, because it's hard. Like again, like I don't trust the Bears beating the Cowboys this weekend. I don't trust the Bears next weekend against the Raiders at all. You know, we had that bye week, and I hope that bye week it just changes the whole. Like I am just patiently waiting for that bye week, and then whatever news happens on that bye week for week 5. And whatever we get and whatever we see, that better be it. And I mean, because that Monday night game against the Commanders at Washington, where the Hail Mary happened last year, like it's damn well they're gonna.
Why they set us up like that, man?
I mean, hell, don't worry, because the week after that, it's supposed to be the Saints an easy game before they had the tough schedule against the Ravens and the Bengals back to back on the road.
Is it wrong of me to almost want Caleb Williams to like sprain his ankle for like a quarter or something? Just to see what Tyson Bagent can do, you know what I mean? Like just
not
see
really.
Oh no,
is it wrong? Just like
okay,
look, he'll be just fine. He can come back. He can come back the third quarter, but just like a second quarter, see what Tyson Bagent can do.
Hey, look, we got to get out of this, okay? This whole Tyson Bagent things with us Chicago fans, we got to stop this right now, bro. We chose Caleb over Jane Daniels. Bo Nix looks pretty damn good right now. Drake May don't look that bad neither. But we have to use this year. Forget playoffs, bro. I'm looking at that schedule. I just don't see the Bears having enough. Ben Johnson, that would have to take a miracle for him to get them to the playoffs. But I want to see. This is the last year I feel like Caleb can prove to us he's a franchise quarterback.
No, next year. I'm sorry.
You feel like he deserves another year?
I mean, it takes 3 years to actually know if you have a quarterback or not. And given the situation that Caleb got himself, or the Bears gave Caleb Williams the situation of him losing a head coach in the middle of the season, him losing his offensive coordinator in the middle of the season or the tail end of the season,
which is why you toss out last year,
and then you give him starting all over again. But unfortunately, CP, if that works, but it doesn't.
We seeing the same things? That I want to disagree with John so bad because like I hate his opinion of Caleb Williams, but it's like, damn, like he been proving them right so far, bro.
He just froze on us.
I'm with you, but I hear you, CP. I'm with you. I also want John to be proven wrong, but it's man, it's tough when he comes out and play, like when he misses open targets or he doesn't see open targets. It's like, fuck, bro. What's going on, man? And I'm just joking, obviously. I want Caleb Williams to be the success story. I want him to be our quarterback.
I do too.
Just make it happen, man. Like, why is it? It's just, Paulina tells me, are we just cursed? Like, and it's like, are we? Because why
starting to look that way?
Why do teams like the Commanders just get a quarterback like Jaden Daniels and go their first year to the NFC Championship? Why can't that be us? Like, no, I know the answer. I know the answer as to why, right? It doesn't happen because we do everything half-ass backwards and blah blah blah, right? I understand that, but
100%.
Why, bro? Why? It's bad. Like, even Bo Nix is looking good in the Denver Broncos, like CP said, and he was drafted what?
12th.
12.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. But see, that's what happens when you have an organization that has football people running a football team. It's exactly what happens.
So what do you think needs to change, Eric? Like you say, running the team, you feel like somebody else needs to be running the team?
Yeah, we need new owners. It's not it's easy. It's not a coincidence that the Commanders, the year that their owner got booted and they said they were forced to sell the team, they ended up getting Jaden Daniels. And now look at them.
It all has to align perfectly. The GM, the coach, the quarterback, all at the same time. Hell, even the owner. I don't give a shit. But that's the only way that works, CP. Because right now we have no football people up there. Like we barely just got the football people, and we see that the football people somewhat work, but them doing it still ass backwards because you don't get the GM before you get the president. You know, you don't get the head coach before you get your GM. You know what I mean? And then they have to work together, even though that wasn't their choice. And so now you're going back and forth of just like who's really who, because we still ask the same question: was Matt Eberflus Ryan Poles' first choice? Like that's still a valid question that we wasted 2 years on. And then the regime that's about to leave still end up drafting a quarterback where the following year has to find a new offensive coordinator or has to hear another offensive person in their headset to throw a play or to run a play, to call a play.
That's why when people criticize the Ryan Poles extension, I am okay with it to get out of this vicious cycle, right? Because Ryan Poles got extended. So now you have him, you have Ben Johnson, you have Caleb. If none of this, if any of this doesn't work, all three of them got to go, and then Kevin Warren, you get your GM, and then that GM gets his coach, and then together they get their quarterback, and that's how it should go. No more of this. GM leaves, you still have the coach and the quarterback, so now another GM who
right.
Has to,
if you're gonna clean house, do it the right way. Stop half. What did you say? Half-assing it.
Yeah, all the way through. Get them. If these three are tied to the hip from here on out, if one doesn't work, they all don't work. Get them the fuck out. I don't want to get anybody who thinks they can come in and fix shit. No, get them all the fuck out and just start new.
Windy City Rundown here on Facebook and on YouTube, guys. Make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, guys. Also, promotion for today, we got Only Losers Quit. That's my boy Mario's business with his side business with his son. So make sure you guys go to losersdon'tquit.com. Reasonable prices for a t-shirt, wristband. I got one right here too as well. Check them out, help out, support him and his kid on their little small business. Onlylosersquit.com. Guys, I want to have a very positive podcast within the next couple of weeks. And I don't want to wait till the bye when I don't have to see the Bears game play on a Sunday. You know? But in all honesty, we do have to talk about the game on Sunday against the Cowboys. And I feel like we have little to no shot in winning the home game. That we haven't won a home game since last year. Right before we went to London is when we last won a home game here in Chicago. So take that with a grain of salt, however you want to take that with.
I was like October 14th or 24th.
Something like that. We haven't won in Soldier Field. It's close to getting a year.
Wild.
Crazy.
How many? Oh, my goodness. That is insane.
We won 11 out of the last 12 games. I mean, we lost 11 out of the last 12 games. Sorry, I wish we won 11 out of 12.
That's what that dark cloud on Lakeshore Drive is?
That's where it's, you know what? You know what the curse really is, guys? I really think Soldier Field is really cursed.
You think it's the field? You think we need a change of scenery?
I think we need a change of scenery. I wish Arlington Heights comes a lot more quicker. I really, really do. I think if there's a curse, if I find a curse, it's Soldier Field. Because the moment that they build that fucking toilet seat around that inside that fucking stadium,
not a toilet seat.
it hasn't been lucky for the Chicago Bears. 1 Super Bowl, 2 playoff wins in this 21st century since the turn of the millennium. We've only won 2 playoff games, 1 NFC and 1 Super Bowl, or we've gone to 1 Super Bowl, and that was back in 2007.
It's hard. It's we have a Packers fan here, and it's hard not to be jealous. It's not hard not to envy, admire from a distance because it seems
fuck the Packers. Fuck?
Yeah, yes, it's always Eric. It's always fuck the Packers, but they always get it right, bro.
That's crazy, right?
It's always fuck the Packers, but they're always fucking us, Eric. They're bending us over every single time.
Yeah, say how you really feel, Jose.
Like, man. Crazy, man.
Except January 6, 2025, when the Bears beat the Packers on the road.
I'm sorry, they don't mean shit. They don't mean shit.
Right. Not with Michael Parsons there.
Right. They don't mean shit. The Packers are primed to win the championship this year.
Prime.
You think it would have made any difference if we made that trade?
Defensively, yeah. I think so. I think it'll help out a little bit. Because at the end of the day, the applied pressure and the double teaming of Michael Parsons on one side of the ball would probably open up everybody else. Probably Grady Jerry would probably get there a lot more sooner. Hell, even Montez Sweat might even say something, might show up on the list or two. Who knows? Everybody else. But the moment you have a superstar in Michael Parsons on one side, you just give it the Khalil Mack effort, the Khalil Mack treatment. We saw it with Khalil Mack here, that they double team him. Yeah, he still got his own way, but everybody still was getting fed on getting the quarterback.
Instead of the Lions putting 50 on us, they would have put like 37.
30. And the game would have been a lot closer.
We still would have lost, bro.
Honestly, yeah, probably. Because that's secondary.
We would have found a way.
I'm getting there. Okay, it's tempting. I'm getting flirted with the Chargers. Like they're flirting.
Why the Chargers?
You know what? This was like what 3-4 years ago. I don't know what it was. It was like 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know what it was, but there was just always something about the. Actually, no. I've always been enamored with the San Diego team since 2010, but it was just I don't know if I like the colors. I don't know what it was, to be honest. And then I started playing around a few years ago, and now I'm starting to take it seriously, bro. I'm like, man, the Bears are pissing me off.
CP, just note this. Just note this, that this guy and John are probably the two fakest fans you'll ever meet because they cheer on.
Don't listen to him, CP. He's about to renounce his Bulls credentials. He was about to get rid of the Bulls last year. So why can't you do it and I can't? Okay.
No.
Where's the double standard?
No, there's not a double standard.
My friend.
No, it's not.
You're frustrated with the Chicago Bulls. I'm frustrated with the Chicago Bears.
There's a difference.
John is frustrated with the White Sox.
There's a
difference. So he's going to the Dodgers. How is that? Come on, man. Don't be fake, Eric.
No, I'm not fake because
he likes the Lakers.
Whoa.
Way to throw CP under the bus, bro.
This ain't about me.
I don't know.
Hey, blame my dad, right? He's supposed to be babysitting me, right? It's crazy that I remember this. I was 5 years old, bro. He's supposed to be babysitting me. He left me sitting on the bed, by myself, left the house and everything. And he left the TV on the, I believe it was the finals. The Lakers were playing the Sixers or something. He left that on the TV, and I was stuck watching that all fucking day, bro.
Hey, Kobe Bryant.
That's how I became a Lakers fan, bro. I was stuck watching TV by myself with no babysitter. I couldn't change the channel. I didn't know what a remote was. It was stupid, but it happened. But hey, I didn't ask to become a Lakers fan. It just happened. Okay.
To my point, to my rebuttal, you said you're flirting with the Chargers, which still means you're still supporting the Chicago Bears, but still cheering on another team in the same professional thing. I am giving up everything. I am no longer cheering for the Chicago Bulls. I am legitimately picking myself up, going to another team, and never coming back.
Are you criticizing Jose for not giving up?
I mean, look.
Thank you. Losers don't give up, Eric.
I'd rather just do that than cheer on two teams, to be quite frankly with you.
I had this jersey.
That's more fake than anything.
I had this jersey because I really like the jersey. It was a Christmas gift 2 or 3 years ago. But yeah, I obviously I'm being stupid. I'm a Bear. Look, trust me.
No,
I'm depressed. I've been depressed the last couple weeks. Okay.
No,
I don't piss myself off for no reason. I don't sit here in front of the TV to watch this piss poor team for no reason. All right, it's messing with my mental health, man. So it's yes, I'm joking at the end of the day about the Chargers thing, but me and Paulina always say this thing. It's jokes do have a little bit of truth to them, right? So
all good jokes contain true shit. A wise man once said that. No, I'm just saying. If I'd rather just give up on Holt, I'd rather just fuck it. At least with the Bulls is legitimate. The Bulls have been shit. They've probably been worse than the Chicago Bears the whole entire time.
I don't know, Eric. I don't know because
they damn near been even, Eric.
No, I wouldn't even say even, CP.
I don't even
the Bulls had the 90s and then they had the Derrick Rose era.
That's true, Eric. That is true. The Bears
haven't had shit since 2006 and before that since 1985. it's like, what are we talking
Hey,
about?
2007,
we'll have a 2-3 year run max, but nothing past that.
Not even that.
Not
Matt
even
Nagy
that.
had one good
a
year.
Lightning.
And that was the last
It's a
time we.
fucking-
That was the last time we were even thinking a Super Bowl. He had one good year. And that was it.
One good year. 07.
Before that, Mark Trestman had one good year where we had a top 3 offense. Before that,
8-8.
2006. So it's like we're fucked, bro.
And then Matt Nagy and that wonderful defense in 2018.
That's what I mean. That's that 1 year, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Prieto says anyone that wants to change teams from the Bears should
No.
be excited because the Bears keep sucking.
Nah.
Eric's just, if it makes sense to Eric, it makes sense to Eric. But if it makes sense to everybody else, it doesn't make sense to Eric. So, double standard.
That
Never.
is how Eric thinks.
Oh no, that is how I think, low key. So what, guys? Bears win on Sunday or what?
Fuck. Oddly enough, maybe because I'm just toxic. I think so.
See, after all that, like we the Bears fans are like the ultimate definition of going back to something toxic every time.
We need help. We need therapy.
We need help.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
I'm giving them a shot too, bro. Like,
oh fuck. What's wrong with this, CP?
hey, look, man, we lost to two. Hey, look, how I look at it, this is how I cope with it. We lost to 2 teams that won 14 games last year. That's how I look at it.
For real.
We barely lost to the Vikings, and okay, the Lions spanked us. I still believe they're one of the top teams, even without Ben Johnson running things. So
yeah, 100%.
now if we get spanked again this week, then okay, because Dallas. You just made Russell Wilson look like it was 2013 again, bro. Like,
dude.
And all you really did was figure something out against that defense with that secondary. I'm sorry, Dallas secondary has been awful. Did you see what Neighbors did? Paulina 100%. Had me scared for a second. I thought Neighbors was going. I thought he was going to single-handedly win it for her.
I had Wanda Robinson in another league that I'm in on my bench with 29 points. I'm like, no way. Bruh. What the fuck?
Neighbors had me spooked. I'm like, damn.
For real.
So, I mean, I hope he's starting to build some chemistry with Roma Dunze. Maybe he could get something going against Dallas.
100%. I got Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and I got I got Amon-Ra and I got Neighbored this past weekend in 3 different leagues.
I'm 0-2 in Game of Thrones, so
1-1. Daddy? I do think that the Bears have a chance on Sunday, guys. to go back to the question. But I don't see this defense doesn't give me no type of confidence whatsoever, man. And I honestly feel what I saw on Sunday between the Cowboys and the Giants, I really feel like the Cowboys can do that to us a lot more easier than what we could do to them on their defense. And it's not that Caleb can't do it. It's not that
I think Dak is just smarter than.
Well, I mean, you're talking about a guy who's been in the league for like 9, 10, 11 years. So that goes into what we're saying. And obviously they have not 1, but 2 decent wide receivers, a decent tight end, an okay offensive line, a defensive front that can't even push an offensive line is the Chicago Bears. And I think that the Dallas Cowboys will
honestly, I think the Cowboys O-line is Lions O-line isn't what it was last year.
Oh yeah, because they lost the center and I think another
Frank Ragnow, one of the best centers in the league. They lost him.
Yep.
And the Bears got a little bit of pass rush going against them, but
it's still
but I don't think they're going to get anything against that Dallas O-line.
I don't think so either. And that Dallas O-line is just slightly better than the Lions O-line. So
they're going to have to rely on turnovers somehow.
I mean, the one thing that we got to rely on is that the Dallas Cowboys don't know how to play very well on grass. So, I mean, that's one thing that's hoping to stop the Dallas Cowboys. But with this secondary, with this defensive line, guys, I just don't see it.
No Jalen Johnson against Pickens and CeeDee Lamb.
That's what I'm doing. Exactly. Thank you, CP. We're going against CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. And who is our corners? It doesn't matter. They're getting cooked. They're getting cooked.
110%. I see like a 35, 20, 20, 27, 25, 20, 30 game, something like that. The Cowboys beating us, at home. I see it. I see like a very high scoring game because, again, like you guys said, I think that the Bears can get something. I think their offensive has progressively not progressively. Let me rephrase that. The Bears offense has gotten slightly better in these last two games. They were better this week than they were last week. And I see some improvement with this offensive team. They need to get DJ more involved. They need to get the tight ends more involved. And that means both Cole Kmet and Loveland too as well. Somebody else needs to step up from the defense, from the running game outside of DeAndre Swift. But all of that,
I was low-key thinking that too. Having Swift being your only running back, that was one of my main concerns going into the year, bro.
Yes.
Thinking Swift was going to be like your bell cow, like he's Saquon or something. Yes. I knew that wasn't going to work.
And Cole, and Roschon Johnson's out, but come on, what difference is he really going to make?
He's one of those goal line running backs like a Kareem Hunt that just gets you in. Like he's strong. He gets you on the 1 yard line and gets you a touchdown.
Yeah, I agree.
But having Swift every down, no. I think it was you that was saying that, Eric, how you wasn't the highest on DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah, using him like he a top 5 running back is just crazy to me.
Which is crazy because they're going to draft a running back next year when you really need defense. but I wouldn't blame them. And it's like, fuck.
And you know what? What's crazy about it?
You patch up a leak and 3 more holes come out.
Right, exactly.
What's crazy is like the conversation about the Bears and Ashton Genty over the offseason for the draft was kind of crazy to me. But now I can see why. I knew why.
Yeah.
I knew why, right? But hell, if we didn't draft Torrey Taylor, we could have had Bucky Irving. Last year.
Don't even remind me, bro.
Crazy.
So how's that saying? We lie in the bed that we make, and the Bears made their bed.
Ryan Poles hasn't been drafting the best offensive players. You really think he would have seen the potential in Bucky?
Exactly
Irving?
Right, Eric. In order for us to draft Bucky Irving, Ryan Poles had to scout him.
Right. He had to scout him.
Right.
I promise you, Irving was not on his scouting report.
Exactly. He's a good player. That's why.
Windy City Underground guys here on Facebook and on YouTube. We'd like to thank everybody joining us. Obviously, CP, thank you for hopping on with us, guys. You guys can also hop on every show or any show with us here on the link that will always be provided in the comment section. Thank you, Sulu, who's unfortunately is a Packer fan. Thank you, Tony, for hopping on the show too as well. We will see you guys same time next week.
One more thing
Tuesday.
Too. Cole Kmet needs to get some more love, bro. I feel like if Cole Kmet was with Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, or Lamar Jackson, he would be a top 5 tight end in the league.
He's a dog. He
really
dog.
Is.
He's a dog.
Does a little bit of
he's being misused.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's underutilized for sure.
Underutilized.
But
on top of that,
but so is Colston Loveland. They're saying that, dude. First off, how bad does it look when Tyler Warren, who was projected to be the number 1 tight end coming out of that draft,
my God,
after Loveland to Indianapolis, is a stud and killing it in Indianapolis. That's the Ryan Poles effect right there.
But who knows? If he gets drafted us, he probably doesn't even kill it. Loveland probably kills with the Colts.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Man.
I think the roles, if the roles were reversed, the same outcome would have happened.
I don't know about that.
Low-key. I do believe that. I honestly, I do believe that.
You might. You're not lying. You're not wrong, right? But still, it's like, fuck. It's just fuck, man.
Fuck.
Apples and oranges. Apples and
oranges.
Fucking Bears.
This team gives me headaches. Yet I still watch for 3 hours, just watching my life go away.
I'm telling you, this team makes me want to leave them for another team, but then they text me like, "Hey, are you up?" Yeah, and I'm right there. I'm like, I'm knocking on the door.
Bro, I scheduled a doctor's appointment, and they were talking about how my blood pressure was so high, and they were asking me like, what could be the causes of things like that, and I was just trying to think like, is it work? Is it the kids at home? No. It's those goddamn Bears. It's like blood pressure didn't start rising.
The fucking Bears.
Until the season started.
Right, until the season started. Fuck.
till the season started.
They're gonna be like, you know what, CP? I think you got to stop watching the Bears. I'm like, you know what, Doc? For health reasons, I'll do it. I'll be charged. If a doctor told me I can't watch the Bears anymore, I'm out.
Well, just text me W or L after the game, bro. Nothing else.
Right.
Don't text me the score. Don't text me nothing.
W or L.
Well, if there's a positive spin to end on the show,
that's all I'm going to text you.
Facts. Well, if I want to end the show on a positive manner, right? Just know that Caleb Williams' numbers are better than Patrick Mahomes in the first 2 games of the season. if there's a positive outlook in all of this, that's that, guys.
I don't know if that makes me feel better right now, bro.
Damn, if we going off that,
right? Shit.
I'll pray for us.
Well, guys, we'll be here next Tuesday to talk about the Bears.
Leading rusher in Kansas City right now. It's like, fuck.
And so is Caleb Williams.
Fuck.
Shit. At least we're in the same level as the Super Bowl champs, guys. Let's end it on the positive note. Yeah, we do that.
That is the ultimate definition of delusion. But okay,
right.
We'll go along with it.
Yeah. We'll go with it. We got to find some type of positive with this team. CP, thank you for joining us. Thank you everybody for joining us too as well. Jose, appreciate you. That's Jose Contreras. I am Eric Avila. Guys, remember onlylosersquit.com. Get your t-shirts, get your wristbands, get whatever product that we have on there. Support my boy Mario and his kid on their little side hustle.
Man, who's the kid? His kid? What's the kid's name? What's the kid's name?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's just a good. He's just a good lad. That's all.
Mario and the kid.
Mario and his kid. Yes, sir. But thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you guys. We'll be on same time next week, 7:30, to talk about the Bears and the Cowboys. Hopefully it's good. If not, we're gonna have another negative podcast like we did the last 2 weeks. Other than that, I'm still looking forward to it.
Week. We'll offer therapy next week. You know what I mean?
We'll do Bears. We'll do a bear pee.
We're gonna do bear pee.
Thank you guys. Bear pee next week for sure.
It's a safe space. You know what I mean? You can say whatever you want.
We're all gonna just come together and have a little kumbaya moment, and then just hope and pray that we get a win somewhere soon. So we'll see. We will see you guys next week. For Eric Avila, Jose Contreras, CP, thank you once again. I will see you guys next week, 7:30 here on Winning City Rundown on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all our social media platforms. Jose, get us out of here. We'll see you all next week. Peace.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
He's running like he's got a lobster down his pants, showing that he is as slippery as a bar of soap.
Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose.
Commented about it.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not laughing about it. You think this is funny? I take this serious.
I'm
real serious. I put my heart and soul into this every single week.
Are we done here?
It's about